Hi, I'm Ali James from Osprey's analysis team, and I'll be delivering this week's analyst video. This week, 1,969 incidents, or pings, were entered into the Osprey system, and the analyst team has drafted 38 alerts, of which 14 were critical. Dominating the headlines this week, on Sunday following an alleged bomb threat, a Ryanair flight from Athens in Greece to Lithuania's Vilnius airport made an emergency landing in Minsk in Belarus after being instructed to do so while being escorted by a Belarusian Air Force combat jet. Upon landing, a leading Belarusian opposition journalist and his Russian activist partner were taken off the aircraft and arrested. On the 24th of May, the Belarusian government claimed that the Gaza-based Palestinian armed group Hamas was responsible for the threat, without providing any verifiable evidence for this. A Hamas spokesman subsequently denied the group had anything to do with the incident. Numerous governments, international organisations and leading aviation bodies have criticised the Belarusian authorities' actions, with some accusing them of hijacking and fabricating a security threat to carry out the arrests. EASA, the UK, Canada, Ukraine, France and several other EU member states have since advised to carriers to avoid using Belarusian airspace, with some banning Belarusian carriers from operating in their own airspace. Further such restrictions are likely. In other news, the ceasefire between Israel and Gaza-based Palestinian armed groups that commenced last Thursday has continued to hold, and on Friday, Israel cancelled its NOTAM, advising operators to exercise caution. However, the situation has remained tense, and social unrest involving Palestinians and Israeli security forces has been reported in Jerusalem. In the Dominican Republic, authorities are investigating what they've called an intentional and planned act of vandalism at Santo Domingo's Las Americas airport, where the electrical cables for the runway lighting system were cut by an unknown perpetrator, ceasing operations at the facility for 4 hours, causing flight cancellations and impacting around 1,300 passengers. In COVID-19 related news, fatalities in Latin America and the Caribbean exceeded 1 million, with nearly 90% recorded in Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Argentina and Peru. Meanwhile, the US has seen domestic passenger numbers return to 90% of the 2019 figures, and EU leaders endorsed a plan for the bloc to reopen its borders for non-essential visits by fully vaccinated travellers. Also, the European Parliament took another step towards implementing its EU digital COVID certificate to facilitate travel within Europe. Member states unanimously endorsed the plan, which is scheduled for full implementation on the 1st of July. Finally, the Indian Directorate General of Civil Aviation suspended the crew of a SpiceJet charter flight after a wedding ceremony was conducted on board as the aircraft circled over Madurai Meenakshi Temple. Images of the ceremony went viral, showing passengers celebrating without masks in violation of COVID-19 rules. That's it from me. Thanks for listening. Stay safe.